What's happening, everybody? This is the Fan Dude 21 once again. And what you're looking at here is a 56-inch Dayton Industrial Ceiling Fan. This is a Model 4C854. The fan dates to around the early to mid 1980s. Uses the cast aluminum motor. Yeah, definitely a pretty cool fan here. We're actually unsure who the actual OEM for these are. We speculate that it is China Cold Products, which is a company based out of Hong Kong, but we are not really too certain. This style fan here has been around since the early 70s. The first U.S. to import one of these style fans here at the Westinghouse. Dayton imported them in the 80s, as you know, with this model here. And they were also available overseas under the Weatherlight brand as well, in Australia or in Dubai or whatever. But definitely a pretty cool fan here. A little bit interesting one at that, as to who made it. But this one actually came out of a local amusement park. I got this off of Craigslist a few years ago. And that's where the guy said he pulled it out of a local amusement park. And the fan's actually, the original motor on the fan, this is not the original motor, was rated for 277 volts. So this motor here is a replacement one, and it's rated at 120, so I can operate the fan on house power here. So without further ado, we'll give this thing a demonstration. Turn it on speed number 1 here on my 5-speed wall control, which was similar to what this fan would have used, or probably used a variable speed control. I'm not really too sure. Likely a variable speed control. The motor here has great bearings. The blades are still in great shape. I mean, the paint's is what it is. It's a 30-odd-7-year-old industrial fan. You're not going to have one immaculate unless it was never used. But it actually is a pretty decent one for its age, if I were to guess, if I were to say so myself. So we got a little bit of a fast-low speed here, which is common for these wall controls. We'll take it up to speed number 2. These fans are also excellent air movers. On speed number 2 here, the fan's probably already moving just as much air as a residential 52-inch fan on high speed. We'll take it up to medium, which is the 3rd speed. Speed number 4. And we'll take it to speed number 5. Oh yeah. And we'll go and shut her down and let it coast. Yeah, this is definitely definitely the earliest of the Dayton Industrial Ceiling Fan lineup. These span from early 80s all the way until, I would say, no later than 1987, if I were to guess. Then they changed over to a stamp motor. Whether they kept the original OEM or changed a different OEM, like I said, I have no idea. But they redesigned the motor and used a decorative ring on the bottom. We always call them the ring fans. And that was actually a pretty short-lived variation from the late 80s, and then all throughout the 90s they also had a redesign in the motor, which was also another stamp motor, but it lost that ring on the bottom, but it had a indentation on the bottom, pretty unique. And those are obviously the most commonly found Dayton Industrials you see. And then they got the current one out, which looks generic, just looks like a generic industrial with the round bottom motor, which their quality went downhill after the third fan. I mean, even the third generation of the Daytons are pretty horrendous because they had a motor fault causing them to overheat. But this one here is the best, obviously. Motor doesn't run hot at all, and these things just last forever almost. And there you go, folks. That was the Dayton Industrial model 4C854 from the early to mid 80s, made by possibly China Cold Products. So I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.